So this is what was
It
real.
felt too real.
You know what was really good for me when what's the kid's name? I can't think of him.
Sammy,
When
right?
Sammy played the guitar, whatever, and then all the spirits came from the past and the present. It just felt so amazing to see, like, because music is a conduit. Music is a conduit, and how they talked about the devil and how they made the white man the devil, and
Accurate.
no, I don't believe that, because that's how I get my mind. So how they made the white man the devil, but they also said it where it was all about music. And in the Bible, the devil was the minister of music. He was the most beautiful angel, and they were all kind of jealous of the devil because he was so beautiful. He was kind of God's favorite, and he was like it. And he was so it that he wanted to be God, right? So then he wanted to create his own kingdom, and he ended up creating his own kingdom. And just kind of like the way the nuances of it went was so good, because the devil had to be invited in, like in your life, and even with vampire culture, the vampire has to be invited in. And so I'm like, damn, was a devil in the Bible a vampire? Because you had to say, come in. And even in life, when people come to fuck your life up, they want permission. They want permission. So they say, when you're dealing with like narcissistic people, they ask you, like, can I? Hey y'all, welcome back to MainStage Podcast. I'm Onika McLean, and that is my daughter,
Ania.
What's up, everybody? Ania, we are together. It's just us. We don't have a guest this week, so I'm gonna be your guest, and you're gonna be my guest. Is that cool?
Don't you see me stretched out?
Yeah, right. We have been tight up on this little couch that I got for $600 at the thrift store. Let's talk about it.
Okay, no, this couch is big enough for guests, though. I'm not even gonna lie, but I feel like once we start having like multiple guests at once, then we have to add, like, we need to fix up this, maybe add a side chair or something.
I think we need to add a side chair anyway, but it's kind of
turn it off too.
Yeah, it's kind of it's kind of too tight for a side chair, because we got that Pac-Man over there. But I feel like maybe when we have more than 2 guests, we'll just move it to the living room.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah,
Not that we shoot in our house, because this is a podcast studio. Don't judge me. Judge your mama. Okay. Anyway.
Well, this is nice, so it doesn't matter.
Okay, so wait. So if you guys have not already subscribed to our YouTube channel and all the other channels, you need to be doing that. And thank you to all of those that are faithful listeners, because people are coming to me up in the street like, I don't like the way you over talk, Ania. I'm like, I'm not over talking on some of our little I can't say they fans.
Thank you guys for fighting for me. I be fighting for my life on this podcast. No, I'm just lying. No, but it's so crazy, because you even saying that is so true, because you be like in the spa, you be like at random places, and so people be like, yeah, so I love the podcast, and I'm like, oh, you just saying that, and then they be telling me stuff that I be saying, or that you're saying, and I'm just like, oh no, that was like from like the 4th episode. You really watching? So like, it's so crazy. So shout out to y'all, love y'all
but,
so much. Oh my God, I have a bone to pick with you. A heavy one.
Here we go with the bullshit. This is the thing. We
live
together.
I had to wait till all the guests left before I could speak my piece. But you go, because I'm not going to forget.
You know what I don't like as a Libra? Being checked. Like I'm the checker.
Because you was wrong.
Don't check.
You was dead wrong.
Okay, so let me just tell y'all what happened.
You
because
was dead wrong.
Because I know what happened. So I put on a couple pounds. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to say I didn't, but shout out to menopause and all the other things. And
You still look good. That's I don't want to hear
no,
that.
no,
but I
no.
get what
So,
you're saying.
so I'm not saying this for sympathy. I know I eat chips in the middle of the night and I have ice cream and I act like I didn't have it and I throw it away before whatever. You know what I'm saying? I know what I do.
You throw it in the trash outside so I don't see.
That's right. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want to have to talk about my indiscretions. I said I'm a Libra. I don't like being checked. But okay, so what had happened was my friend Camila, shout out to Camila and Rudy, got married in Tulum. I've never been to Tulum. It was okay. The wedding was amazing. Tulum was nice, but we kind of like stayed in a hotel, so I didn't really get to see Tulum like that. I did bike ride and then I was like, I don't know this language, and I didn't want to get abducted, even though they probably brought me back. But whatever, I don't need any more trauma in my life. So I didn't have anything that I could fit for real, and I needed some outfits because it was a wedding, but it was also like a girls' trip.
And it was a weekend event, so you needed a couple of outfits.
You needed to come through, right? So, and Miss Shopper, who is a Pisces, shopping all the time. Every day there is a package that comes to this house for Miss Girl, but she always act like she ain't got no dollars, but okay. So anyway, she said, oh, I got a couple dresses that maybe you could fit. So I put on the dresses and they look good. First of all, she dissed me. Yes, you did. You said you shouldn't be able to fit these dresses. You only 4'11".
I did say that. I did say that because if you met me and my mom, we're not the same size. She is significantly shorter than I am. She's significantly petiter than I am, right? And I lost weight, but like she should still, my opinion, she should still not be able to fit my clothes. I think no, that's just I know my mom, so no, I was like, you shouldn't be able to fit this, but it looks good on you, right?
Right.
Me being a good daughter that I am, I let her borrow. Well, no, this is how she started, because she never tells the whole story. She tells the story that makes her sound good. So this is exactly what happened. She comes in the house like this.
Bitch, you ain't never lied. You ain't never lied.
Ania, I leave for Mexico tomorrow. I have nothing to wear. I need help. I have nothing. Having a whole meltdown. I have nothing. Mind you, this conversation would be much better if it was 2 days in advance. It's the night before. So I'm like, okay, let me figure out what she could wear. And y'all know I went to Brazil for my birthday, but there was a lot of outfits I did not wear because like I just didn't wear them, right? But I didn't take them back. I just kept them. I was like, oh, it's gonna be summertime. I'll just wear some of the stuff, right? And then along the way, you buy things and stuff like that. So I'm the type of person, I don't really shop and then wear it right after. I'm the type of person, I have stuff for months with tags on it that I do not wear.
Oh, not me. I buy something that day. I'm wearing it tomorrow.
No, I feel you on that
because I could die. I could die. And that shit in my closet with a tag on it. And now it's going to the Goodwill. I ain't even get to wear. I be wearing shit the next day. Sometimes I still have the tag right there. I'm not waiting.
Okay, but sometimes I will shop pre-season. So there's a lot of things I still have.
You sound mad bougie. Pre-season? I'm going a lot less. But go ahead. Go off, sis. That's how you do it? Go off, sis.
But I still will buy stuff from when we bought the workout clothes from Lot Less. I still have some of the stuff that has tags on it, but I've worn some of the things too, like the yellow outfit and stuff like that. But there were some dresses I didn't wear because I was like, in my mind, it's gonna be summertime. I'll probably go on vacation or whatever. I'll wear it then. So, but she didn't have nothing to wear, and I'm like, this will be cute. Like, I know it's gonna look nice on her or whatever, right? So I said, hey, here's 2 dresses.
We can insert.
You could wear them. No, I don't want to insert it because at this point,
we need to insert these dresses.
Now I'm getting mad.
They need to be able to see the dresses.
Now I'm getting mad.
Brittany, you gonna insert the dresses?
I'm getting
Ryan,
mad.
insert the dresses. Okay,
so this is what happened. So then she tries to. She's like, "Oh, girl, this is nice. This is cute. I'm gonna wear these shoes so I can be tall or whatever, right?" She's like, "Oh, this look nice in here. This is good." I'm like, "All right, cool." I'm like, "You look good in the outfit." See, I'm not a hater. If you look good in the outfit, you look good in the outfit. So I said, "You look good in this outfit. I think you should wear this." But like, just don't drag it. She's like, what do you mean don't drag it? What do you mean don't drag it? I said, you can take a couple photos, but like, I still want to wear it. So like, don't make it it's a your dress. And like, I could wear it in like maybe 2 months and people be like, they didn't really see the dress. So it'll be like, I could wear it too. And mind you, this stuff has tags on it. So I never wore it, right? So she's on vacation. I don't know what the heck got into her.
Shout out to Virgie.
She was taking videos in the outfits like if she was Bernice Burgos, having someone record her walking to the elevator, have someone she took a whole video shoot in multiple outfits and kept posting back to back to back to back to back on Instagram stories. I'm trying to make photos.
I'm trying to make my Instagram look aesthetically
Instagram
pleasing.
Stories on photos, on TikTok, on Facebook. Every time I open up an app, I see her little club foot walking.
You're trying to call me Viola Davis? Is that you said I got Viola Davis leg?
Yeah, now I have to do it.
Oh,
now
shit.
Her little club foot walking all slow and stuff, shaking her butt. I'm like, I can't even wear the outfit anymore. Like, what the heck? And so it was annoying because I told my god sister about the situation. Right, first of all, my god sister Ciara saw the outfit. She said, "Oh, these are cute, Nia. You let your mom wear them?" I said, "Yeah, she's gonna wear them, but she's not gonna OD." And Ciara sending me the photos like she's ODing.
Oh, Ciara, you a bitch.
She is OD.
Ciara, you are a bitch. Ciara texted me and was like, "Oh, go off, God, mommy. You were gassing me up." Oh my God, Ciara's so full of. Okay.
So yeah, I was just like, what the heck is going on? But the thing is, you was looking good, so I was still like liking and reposting. But it was like after the 4th repost, it's like you're doing it on purpose. And then she calls me on FaceTime grinning. You like my photos, Ania? Like, girl, you know I told you not to do too much. And then you come back, and now you got a story about how you ripped the dress because you was turned up. And it's just like, I don't know.
So this is what happened. It was like a restaurant where you had to climb a mountain, and I was climbing the mountain in the dress because I wore the dress to the thing. And then, sorry,
it's all right. It's cool. Like I don't care anymore. But I just want to let you know, never again, never again. I'll give you a couple outfits, but at this point, we're at the point where I'll just shop for you. Okay. I'd rather do that. I'd rather get stuff because I can't trust. I have to wear it first because you be going in.
I'm sorry.
You was looking good though. I'm not
sorry.
gonna lie.
You know what? Because I would have never picked that stuff. But it was really good for my body type, which is a new body type. You know what I'm saying? I'm not used to this body type. Mm-hmm. Like somebody texted me and said, Lynette called me and she said, "Did you get your breasts done?" And I was like, "No, I didn't get my breasts done. They just, I gained weight. So my breasts are just,
gotten bigger,
way bigger." And she was like, "Oh," I said, "I'm cheap. I'm not getting my doggone breasts done. Ain't nobody doing that. Let me tell you something. I ain't got no time for that. I wish I would give some surgeons some money to make some bigger titties when you could just put a push-up bra. Hell no, I don't understand what happened to push-up bras. You can just put a little chick lick in there. By the time I don't understand. I mean, good for y'all with the BBLs, but I never really understood it because in my mind, like once y'all naked, he want it. You know what I'm saying? So just trick him. Let's put it up, just suck it in, put it up, do all the fake stuff. It's this movie called I'm Gonna Get You Sucker, and the girl had everything fake, and she even had a wooden leg, and he still wanted to do it to her, whatever. Anyway, I digress. Sorry about your dress. Bars. Y'all saw how I did that? Clock the T. So anyway, this is what I want to talk about. Mm-hmm. Sinners.
Yeah.
Did you see it?
Yes.
Okay. We were supposed to see it together. What happened?
We were never supposed to see it together.
No.
You mentioned it, and I was like, I'm already going. And then you were like, okay, well, I'm gonna go see it too.
I was supposed to go see it with Ada, but it's been taking so long. So Ada, go see it because I already went, or I'll go with you.
You gonna see it again? I can't be watching movies twice.
I would see it again because I feel like some of the stuff I missed because I was looking on different apps and they was talking about different talking points. And
where'd you go to see it?
The Regal on Delancey Street. So maybe we can add them. We could movie review for you. Okay. Anyway, so sponsor the podcast, Regal. So and if you guys want to sponsor the podcast, please hit us up. We need the coins. It's time to get the bags. So anyway, this is what I thought about Sinners. Excellent. Like I like Michael B. Jordan. But he's been like in my mind like a good actor, but it was giving Ben Affleck to me. You know what I'm saying? Like he was Michael B. Jordan in all the things that he was Michael B. Jordan in. You know what I'm saying? But this movie, I just felt like it pushed him to another level. You know, and I felt like they should have paid him twice, but then I realized that the director is friend, so he probably didn't pay him twice. But I would have asked for 2 checks if I paid 2 parts. Because that's a lot. Him trying to like be himself and turn around and be himself. That's all triple shooting, right? I think that the best part of it for me was how it made the Bible come to life. And how it really highlighted hoodoo, especially in this time, because all before, like I've been a religious person for kind of a really long time, and all before, all those things were just like sacrilegious. And now everybody's manifesting. Everybody has an altar in their house. They're talking about like the African diaspora and how it relates to religion and how it was taken from us and all that stuff. And down in Louisiana, like a lot of those things, you know, those Creole people, they say that they've, you know, been practicing those things for a really long time. And then I'm realizing, just being as a Southern person, I practice those things without even thinking I'm practicing them. Like if somebody's sweeping in my house and they sweep your foot, you got to spit on the broom. And I've always spit on the broom, and it's just because that's my grandmother said. And instead of it being about like religion, it was about having bad luck. If that makes sense. Yeah. So what are your thoughts?
I like the movie. Like overall, I thought the movie was like great. Like from top to finish, there was no part of the movie where I felt like it was like kind of like dead or could have just been swept. Like, you know how you watch a show and like you kind of just want to skip to the good parts. It was never any of that. In that movie, I thought it was good from start to finish. I do feel like there are not that many great movies that you can just go and see in the movie theater like there was back then. Like just being able to be like everybody excited to go see one movie.
Yeah.
And I didn't see it the first week. I saw it the second week, and I literally had to like monitor what I was watching on social media because I didn't want to get any spoilers, because you just saw how much everybody loved the movie. So I was really excited to see it. Overall, I went to go see it in iPic.
Better.
No. Either way, like I had a good time. Yeah, no, I had a good
I love a slave. You know, I love people doing shit for me. You know what I'm saying? I love people like getting my stuff. That's all it is. That's what Siri is. That's what Alexa is.
So the people that work there is slaves?
I mean, not really slaves, but they are. You know what I'm saying? Like people
like
doing people doing stuff for you. That's what that's what I mean. I know
you can eat dinner and don't have to worry about gonna go get
and then they give you they give you a blanket, and you just can keep pressing the button. You just keep pressing the button.
I feel so bad for your server.
When I go to iPic Theater, I'll be pressing the shit out the button. I'll be like,
I need a napkin. I need a straw.
I'll be like, one time I pressed the button. I was like, girl, I ain't even catch your name. She was like, Amanda. Like, I just want to keep coming back. You won't get your steps if you my server.
Wait, what is it called? What is it called? You need a butler.
I need a little butler, right? But what is a butler but a paid slave? But anyway, right?
Oh my god.
So I know it's one of my jokes. Don't cancel me. I know y'all always want to cancel something to somebody, but that's what it is. Nobody wants to do anything. DoorDash is just that. Y'all don't want to go to McDonald's and get your own food. You'll wait. You'll pay extra money.
For your fries to get cold.
You'll pay extra money for your fries to be cold, so you don't have to go to McDonald's. That's crazy, but that's what we want. That's the society we live in. Everybody wants people to do stuff for them.
But how I feel directly in the movie, so it's hard to play twins, right? And I feel like the only movie where I felt like someone played twins,
Luke did it on General Hospital.
No. Parent Trap, Lindsay Lohan.
Oh, she did.
That was a great movie.
She was probably on cocaine then. No, I'm just joking.
She was like 8.
You're right. You're right.
All right, you need to apologize now.
I sorry, Lindsay Lohan, but you did do
She
a
got
lot of
her
stuff.
life
You did
together.
cocaine when you was grown, because I know. I saw you and Robin Thicke. Okay, anyway, back
So yeah, like
looking like Beetlejuice. Okay.
no, but she did that. So when I think about movies and people that play twins, that's kind of where I go to.
Parent Trap.
Yeah, Parent Trap, and Parent Trap was like the movie. Like, come on now, like that's the only movie you know to put peanut butter in Oreos. Like that's how you know. So, but it's like okay, that movie was great, and I really felt like he did a good job playing twins. Now, was I able to decipher which one was which? No. I'm not. So I can't tell the difference between Smoke and Stack. I will be lying if I said I knew who was who. But the movie was good. Like overall, I loved both love interest dynamics that he had with.
What about the hit it from the back?
That was cute, I guess. I don't know. Like I think that like Michael B. Jordan is just a very handsome man. So I feel like just having two on the screen was just really like good eye candy wise. But the acting was great.
Yeah.
I don't know. I really loved the movie. I don't know if I would go back and see it again in the theater. Because to be honest, when I left the movie, I was a little bit shook.
You were?
Yeah.
Start looking at the people that was with you like, I don't know. I'm about to burn me some sage. That's what I did. I was like,
burn sage. Not even that. Just in my mind, I was just like, you know, we think about spirits and things like that, but to see it on screen, I was just like, oh, this is real. Even though I already felt as if they were real and have had experiences, but I feel like it just was like all actualized.
so this is what was
It
real.
felt too real.
You know what was really good for me when what's the kid's name? I can't think of it.
Sammy,
When
right?
Sammy played the guitar, whatever, and then all the spirits came from the past and the present, it just felt so amazing to see. Like, because music is a conduit. Music is a conduit, and how they talked about the devil and how they made the white man the devil, and
Accurate.
no, I don't believe that, because that's how I get my mind. So how they made the white man the devil, but they also said it where it was all about music. And in the Bible, the devil was the minister of music. He was the most beautiful angel, and they were all kind of jealous of the devil because he was so beautiful. He was kind of God's favorite, and he was like it. And he was so it that he wanted to be God, right? So then he wanted to create his own kingdom, and he ended up creating his own kingdom. And just kind of like the way the nuances of it went was so good, because the devil had to be invited in, like in your life, and even with vampire culture, the vampire has to be invited in. And so I'm like, damn, was a devil in the Bible a vampire? Because you had to say, come in. And even in life, when people come to fuck your life up, they want permission. They want permission. So they say when you're dealing with like narcissistic people, they ask you like, can I? Because it's like it's better if you're a willing participant, because it just lowers your self-esteem, because you say to yourself, I did ask for this. I did say yes to this. I did have a choice. I do have a choice. And God gives us a free will. So he gotta ask. You gotta be able to say yes or no.
You gotta be like, nah, I'm good.
I'm good. Beat it. Because what God says is that you already have the power. The power is already working in you. You can already tell. The demons will flee if you tell them to flee. But tell me what you thought about this part about the movie, when Sammy started praying the Lord's Prayer. Our Father who art in heaven. And then the devil started reciting the prayer too. I was like, wait a minute, because you think that the word will protect you. But what it said in that movie was, we done gave you that word. Black people, we retarded that word for y'all. Does that make sense? Because it's saying in the Bible, this is how you pray. When you pray, you say, our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. And we all know that the Bible has a lot of parts in it that King James and just put in there. Like the divorce part. Like if you read the Bible and they start talking about divorce, it was because King James wanted to get rid of his wives, and it wasn't in the Bible. So then he was like, you could put the lady in, and it's like, it's very convoluted language. And you're like, what are you talking about? Because it's like if the man wants to divorce his wife, he can put her down. But if he wants to come back, she got to let him back. That's in the Bible. And so you know that's what he wrote. He wrote that part, right? And they said that the Bible is inspired by God, right? But it's inspired by man too. It was a lot. I really liked the movie. Like, I really enjoyed it. I didn't enjoy the snake part, and I didn't enjoy the gore of it because I'm one of those antsy people.
You don't like blood?
Well, I don't like blood because I saw too much of it growing up. I saw so many people like get like shot and stuff, and like the gurgling of the blood is like, and I don't want to see that on my movies because I don't want to have bad dreams about it. But I didn't have bad dreams. I was fine. Just said a little prayer after.
Yeah, that's what I felt you had to do, is like say a prayer after. Everybody that like left the theater, you could tell everybody was like.
So what did you think about the hoodoo part of it?
Well, I feel like the hoodoo kind of reminded me of like Southern culture, and kind of like how like you think about people in Louisiana, and you think about people in Mississippi and North Carolina, and all of those like really deep rooted South kind of spirituality, conjurance, and basically like little practices that you kind of know. And it kind of like all brung it together in a sense of like, even through like, of course, at that time, it wasn't a thing like slavery, but there was definitely segregation.
But it was right before slavery, because this was
what was the time period of this movie?
Well,
I thought it was like
they was picking cotton, so it was right after.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like it was.
So they were sharecroppers.
Yeah, sharecropping, but like still working under
not segregation yet.
Yeah. Okay. So then not segregation yet. It's like right after. So post slavery. Pre-segregation, so around that time when the sharecroppers, and they were still being treated as slaves.
Like when they was creating the Jim Crow laws and stuff, and the Klan. So what did you think about the Klan and that, what that meant and how that played a part?
Well, you just see that the hatred is deeply rooted, because the Klan man that was in the movie, he rented them the place, and he had a plan for them in the morning. So even if they didn't die at night, they were gonna die in the morning.
Yeah, but you know, like the Klan is a family. It just means family in Scotland and in Ireland. When it came to America, it became a hate thing. It wasn't. It's clan just means my last name is Scottish, McLean. It's a McLean's clan. When I was in Scotland, we researched it, and they took it from CLAN, because McLean clan, to KLAN. Yes, so that they can make it a hate thing as opposed to what happened over here. And even over there, a lot of the Scottish and Irish people in Scotland and Ireland feel like the Scottish and Ireland in America is not them. They feel like they're Americans because they came and fled because England was taking their land and pillaging them and all kinds of stuff, and they couldn't get any money where they were, so they came to the New World, which was America, and then they went to the West Indies to get slaves, because they didn't even have enough money to go to Africa to get slaves. So they went to the West Indians and stole the slaves and brought those slaves to America and to have their riches. So it's a very different culture, the Irish and the Irish and the Scottish people that are in America. And a lot of them like, America's so great, but I feel like that's why so many of that culture here in America are like patriotic, because they couldn't go home if they wanted to, because they don't feel that they are them.
100%.
Yeah.
Also really loved in the movie how he incorporated other cultures other than just black and white.
Like what?
And like the indigenous people and the Orientals at that time.
Is it Oriental?
Yeah, isn't it Oriental?
That's a rug.
No.
Asian.
No, it's not. Is it?
Yeah, I think that's like, I don't think that Asian people.
Please correct me.
I think it's just Asian, because you can't say Oriental, because they always say that's a rug. A Oriental rug,
like the rug with the patterns
rug
and stuff.
Yeah,
but I thought that's what they called them back then.
Did they? Okay.
Yes, that's why I'm like, oh, it's a slur. Okay, I didn't know it was a slur.
It's a slur now.
Perceived as a negative way.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't mean any disrespect. I was just trying to say it as what it was back then. That's
Okay.
what they called them, because I don't think that they called them
I was surprised to
Chinese
even
and Asian.
see Asian people then, but you know what's so crazy?
Yeah, I mean, Asian people was in Texas,
No, but no, I mean back then.
but I mean now.
No, I understand now, but what it was is that, right, the Asian people came here to build the railroads, right? And the railroads were post-slavery. So there was a lot of Asian people here. And the other piece, there
And
was a
you
lot
saw
of
she
Asian
had-
men.
But you also saw in the movie that they had two stores across the street from each other. And the reason why they had two stores across the street from each other is because one of the stores they were serving to the blacks, and the other store they were serving to the whites.
Oh, I got to see the movie again. I didn't even realize that.
Because remember when she went across the
They
street to go get her
were.
mother?
I did not realize that.
So I saw a video of this lady like talking about this older Asian lady, Asian descent lady, and her family, basically that movie was not about her specific family, but her family was there throughout those times, and like she had like a country accent and everything like that, and she was just saying like those families at that time, they provided like basically I don't know what you would call them, like
Service. Service.
They provided services for black people and also white people, but those services can never be mixed. So them providing and having those two separate places, or those two different types of establishments, separate but basically equal.
Wow.
But they're serving two different communities, and that's crazy because you think about now, especially living in New York City,
the Asian population still serves black people.
They still serve black
and
people,
and it's not reciprocated either. Asian people, all right, I gotta get your shit together on that. But black people gotta start selling more stuff, I guess. But so wow, I gotta see it again because I didn't even really realize that. But yeah, and then what about the Indians, right?
Well, in that specific movie, they mentioned the Choctaw tribe, and the Choctaw tribe, I know, it was very important because they were extremely into like I wouldn't say religious, but like spiritual conjurings. So how they were able to sniff out that person was a vampire, and they were basically hunting the guy as a vampire, and they were
vampire hunting.
I wouldn't say I don't know for sure if they were specifically vampire hunters, but they were hunting that guy. So
what did they
vampire.
say? Because I remember in the movie when
he
they
said he said to them, "Hey, did someone come into your house?" Da 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 da. They were protecting the person that came to the house, like, "Oh, nobody came here." And then one of the people were like, one of the Choctaw tribe members were like, "Well, it's about to be sundown, so." Best of luck to y'all. Okay. And I think the leader of that tribe was like, may God be with you. He said something along those lines.
I saw that part.
And then they ended up, getting captured and killed by the vampire. And then now they turned into vampires. So it's just kind of like that particular tribe had the the background and understanding of how to deal with and how to understand those different types of demonic creatures.
Wow. Yeah.
And those things are taught from generation to generation. Yeah. So just how they have it with the indigenous, black people have it too, especially like we always get it like, okay, people from the Caribbean having that background, because they definitely do. But it's also deeply rooted in Southern culture.
Of course, it's deeply rooted in our culture, but it was demonized and bastardized. Is that a word? Because it is how we got power. Because think about it, we are people that created the pyramids. Yeah. And if you go to the Met, and the Met has the history of the world. That's the exhibit that's going on right now. And when you go there, you see all the people that created the pyramids, and you see all these different things, and you can see the God in the creation, and you can see the demonic forces in the same other creations. Like if you look at some of the art renderings that are in European culture, it'll be of like the babies, right? The angel babies, but they look like old and they look like demonic, right? So, but you don't see that when you're looking at Egyptian culture. There's nothing old and creepy about it. So you can tell that in those creations that there are forces that retarded what the creator was intending. Does that make sense? I'm trying to be really politically correct,
Like
thinking about who's listening to this. But yeah. It was really good. I really love when cinema does that.
When cinema does right and does correct.
I really like that because any kind of creation, when you're creating, you're most like God. And when cinema can change the mindset of people, it's so dope. I was talking to my friend Pandora, and she said, I was telling her about the movie, and she was like, oh, that's why nobody ain't been to church in the last 2 weeks. She said, because what ends up happening is people see something like that and then they have a negative reaction to organized religion for a little while, because at the end of the day, organized religion as it relates to American culture is retarded because of slavery, because they gave us the way to give our people religion. And then you think about it's like a chain on you. Does that make sense? And I was like, wow, we had a really good conversation about it.
Well, that's why I feel like a lot of people, especially like, I think particularly us in our family, we're religious, but we're also more spiritual.
And we have so many gays, and we do have so many gays. So it's like in religion, they talk crap about gay people. And you notice, like when I was raising y'all, every time pastor would say something crazy, I'd be like, don't believe that part. That ain't true. I just knew it in my spirit that wasn't right. God made everything. It's no mistakes.
I agree. Me personally, as it relates to like sexuality and spiritualness and religion, I have my own opinions. I don't really think that God is going to, shun someone just because they like the same sex.
Or they having sex.
Or they're having sex. Like, just be you and just like be authentically you, but also like know that there is someplace higher, and if you do good, then you'll be good, and if you do bad, then you'll be bad. Like, that's just really on
it's about the
broad
heart
spectrum of that. But like that whole counting sins is so like just something I'm not into. And I feel like a lot of people are not into that, especially like in my generation. They're definitely not.
Yeah. Right. My generation, we feel like we've been bamboozled, hoodwinked.
Yeah. It's
run them up.
No, it's kind of like,
especially black women.
It's because they be trying to like scare you into religion.
But they scare you into not having sex. You know how much dick I passed up. Okay, I'm just joking. But it's true. But because I used to feel really bad, especially because I was married for so long that I didn't even have to think about sex and sin. And then once I wasn't married, I was like, damn, I'm sinning. This is crazy. I don't want to go to hell for this kind of penis. This ain't even got a curve. It's going to the right. I like it to the left. Okay, I'm just joking. But it made me think about the dandyism with the Met Gala.
That was a good transition.
What'd you think? Well, I talked about the Met. Come on, girl. You don't say it's a good transition. You fucking
No.
I
had to because that was good. I had to get intense. I had to.
Okay.
But what was about to say?
What'd you think about the dandyism?
I forgot about the whole Met. Okay, but I remember things, but I just didn't.
Mary and Stella McCartney, Rihanna's baby bump.
I loved Mary's metal hat.
Yes.
That was really cool. That was really nice. I think that the Met Gala, first of all, their theme was really dope. It was really cool to see people's take on dandyism. I think that it very much screamed Harlem.
Well, that's where
I know
the Renaissance.
I know exactly where it comes from, but I'm saying it just screamed like Harlem Renaissance. It just screamed like
Dapper Dan,
which was great to see him on the carpet. I really didn't care for his outfit though, but that's just my side opinion.
Yeah.
But overall, like, the looks were there. I think a little bit too. Unfortunately, the way that the theme was set up, people that were not of color, in a sense, like you could tell that they didn't really like want to push the envelope for real, because it would have kind of like weaned into a little bit of racism, which I agree with a little bit, or a little bit of like cultural appropriation.
But it was
But
supposed to.
I know,
Mm-hmm.
but I feel like even with that, a lot of them still were able to be on theme.
Mm-hmm.
So it was pretty cool to see, but I do feel like a lot of like the black celebrities really came and showed out.
Showed out.
I loved Zendaya's outfit, even though it was like simplistic. It reminded me of Mahogany,
Oh.
like that type of time period, like the Diana Ross, Diane Carroll
Mm-hmm.
type of situations, or like those old movies when it would be like them in the nice tailored suits and the hats.
Yes.
Just looking really, really sharp. I like that. I think it really pushed the envelope in like tailoring and the importance of that.
Mm-hmm. I feel like the best outfit for me was Janelle Monáe.
Oh no, I really liked her outfit. But you know what the
Janelle,
crazy thing is?
girl.
You know what the thing is though? Her aesthetic's always been dandyism.
Yeah, that's all.
So it was just kind of like, this is home for her. And
Well, home is a mansion.
yeah.
This bitch moved out of her 1-bedroom apartment
Yeah.
because it was giving. It was so giving. I was like,
I forgot that lady's name. She's a model. Her name is like Jody something. You guys know what I'm talking about?
I don't know.
What's that lady's name? She was wearing like this dark brown outfit with like the hip padding.
But what did you
I'm
think?
gonna look her up.
What
What
did
you got to see it?
What
It
did you
was
think?
really
What
nice.
Brittany's doing? What do you think about what did you think about Diana Ross?
She looked beautiful.
Y'all was scared. Y'all
But
scared to say shit about Diana Ross. Me too.
Because, well, first of all, there's nothing to say because she's literally the queen. I want myself.
Do no no. Do no.
His body, make
And
it
the
strong enough from his head down to his toes. He said he wants me. That's understand, but that's alright for him. But it ain't enough for me. That's a good song.
Wait, she said that her train had her kids and her grandkids' names on it.
Yeah, but all her kids look like,
The white men.
yeah.
Anyway, that's right.
I'm not feeling that.
Well, let me tell you something. That's her kids, and you know what? She's the queen. The queen gets to do what the queen wants to do. You don't know what you would have done in that situation. She had to come up through Motown. Barry Gordy was her. It's her baby and daddy. Oh yeah, I love her. That's pretty. That's
a
pretty.
beautiful outfit. Her name is Jodie Turner Smith. This was dope. Even though she was looking like
Grace Jones. It's giving Grace Jones.
It's giving Willy Wonka.
It's giving Grace
But
Jones.
I liked it.
Well, maybe Grace Jones is giving Willy Wonka.
No, it's giving Willy Wonka because of the hat.
This is what
It's giving Willy Wonka because of that. But it was good.
They raised
It's
the
so
most money that they've ever raised, ever.
That's good.
And
Because all the people that was there felt bad.
why? Because of the Trump administration?
No, because of guilt. Guilt makes people come out their pockets.
Well, I hope that y'all could be guilted into inviting me. Somebody said recently that you have to, in order to make dreams come true, you have to have little. I would like to be invited to the Met Gala. I want to be invited to the Met Gala.
And I'm assuming that you want to be invited in the sense that you're on the carpet.
I want to. Yeah, I don't want to just be sitting in there seat filler. I want to be invited.
No, because people go there, but only the celebrities go on the carpet.
I want to be on the carpet. I want to be dressed by some amazing black designer or Tom Ford. And yeah. I'm putting that out there. Like, I feel like that's what we need to do on this pod. We have to put out a dream.
Okay.
And all of y'all put out y'all audacious dream and put it in the comments. So tell me a dream that you want to happen in the next 2-3 years.
Well, I want you to be super famous. And I just reap the benefits off your name.
You already reaping the benefits of my life.
No, for real. For real.
For you. What you?
Oh, that's a side dream. For real. I'm like, excuse me. Onika's my mom. Back the hell up. Excuse me. You like that stuff.
Yeah, it just made me think of Miss Pat, because there's Miss Pat, her daughter's like her manager and all that stuff, and I feel like her daughter would be doing that. But go ahead.
Oh, okay.
But
so
for yourself.
I say for myself, maybe a cool dream would be to go to the Taj Mahal.
In India?
Yeah, I want to see it. It's beautiful. I want to see all the 7 wonders.
Do you?
After I saw the Christ the Remir in Brazil, that's my goal.
Nice.
To see all 7 wonders. I don't care how I'm gonna do it, but I want to get it done. I thought it was beautiful. Like,
nice.
It was just amazing. And me personally, I don't know how my trip to India would be, but I want to see the Taj Mahal. I want to see everything I can see. So it would probably be traveling. I don't really like have aspirations to be like super famous or anything like that. And I think it's just because I do like value my privacy. So I think that's the only
privacy.
reason. No, I know, but I think it's really opinion based, because I get it.
Yeah. But
me personally, like sometimes I would hate that I can't go to the grocery store and just be chill. Like, I would assume, like, when you're a celebrity, like A-list, there's a lot of things that you just can't do anymore. And I feel like I would want to be able to do certain things like that. So
remember Michael Jackson used to dress up? You just dress up in a costume and do it anyway.
But then they find out you Michael Jackson, and then you in the mall and you go into the store, and now there's 3,000 people. It's a swarm of people trying to follow you, and now your kids have to run. Like, it's just too much.
I like all of that.
Like, I mean, that's good that you like that, but a lot of people don't. I feel like me personally, I couldn't be able to work under those type of conditions. But I feel like my dream would be to see all the 7 wonders. I already saw 1, so I have 6 more to go.
Girl, you saw 2. Your mother.
Oh, I thought you was about to say. I thought you was about to say the Eiffel Tower. I was about to say that's not a wonder.
Okay, no, I don't mean that. Yo, this has been a good episode. I'm so glad we caught up.
Yeah, me too.
I'm glad we got our new added colors to our lipstick line. We still doing our flash sale for Mother's Day. So if you didn't get your mother something, you still got a chance to shop MainStage. We have a 20% off sale right now. So grab your MainStage lip glosses and lipsticks. We got 2 new
lip glosses. We have star-studded and glitz and gloss, so make sure that you go get it. The sale will be ending after, I guess, when this episode ends, so that Monday.
So what is that, the 17th, the 18th?
Yeah, 17th, 18th. Okay.
All right, guys. So this has been a great episode. Thanks for catching up with me. I had fun with you.
I did too. We had a great time. We had so many guests. I think it was best that we came. And why are you laughing?
You got it fake as hell.
Did I? Shut up, Brian.
I'm weak.
Yeah, me too.
No, it's fine. You just was asleep, Ryan. Okay.
No,
okay.
but yes, like, okay, so we had a whole bunch of guests lately, so it was good catching up.
All right, cool.
See you later.
See you later, guys.